How you doing? Just doing a walking, talking live stream. I'm actually in Valley Garden Park, and I'm here for a reason, sort of, kind of. Felt like I needed to do this. It was a year ago. Actually, it was October 22nd, I think, the day last time I was down here. And the very next day, I got in a bad accident, and I just wanted to come back. I don't tempting fate, maybe that'll happen again. I don't want it to happen again, obviously. But I figured I'd just wander around in here. It's a pretty neat time of year, and we'll see what's going on. Who's this? Oh, how you been? How you been, Eric? Just wandering around. Bored today. I'm off today, and I'm walking around the park. I was just saying that roughly this time last year, I got in a really bad car accident, and I was here either the day before. Yeah, I think it was the day before. And for some reason, I left a bad memory, and I wanted to just kind of get rid of it by coming up here and reliving the good, thing, walking through here. Yeah, I think it was the very next day I got in a car accident, and it messed me up. So how you been anyway, dude? What's going on over in Europe? Looks like some crazy shit's happening. Are you still there? It looks like there's nobody in the live chat. Can you hear me? Eric, can you hear me? Maybe he's going that fast. Just gonna wander around, I guess. There you go. That was last year. Last year, I came to this park, and later on the very next day, I got in a bad accident. I didn't get one recently. No. Just wandering around out here, something to do. Get some freaking exercise. I need to lose some weight. You can hear me? Oh, good. Yeah, because a little while ago I was having problems with audio. A day or two ago. So what have you been up to, dude? What's going on over there? Yeah, it's showing that there's nobody up in the at the top of the screen. It looks as if there's no one in the live stream. But you've been in there for a few minutes, and it's not registering for whatever reason. I'll give you a view of the area I'm walking in. Yeah, that's really weird. I wonder if it's a new thing YouTube's doing now to mess with me. Because I wonder why nobody's on my live streams anymore. Maybe they are, and I just can't. They're not showing how many are on there. Because, you're on there right now. It doesn't show anything. So it is what it is. So I'll just stay on here anyway. Screw them. Because usually after a little while, I just get off of there. So maybe that's what they're doing. They're definitely trying to suppress me. Yeah. fucking storm must have took this tree down. Looks like we're going into World War III, dude. I don't know if you've been watching the news and everything. It's crazy. Freaking World War III getting ready to go off. Hang on one second. Let me see something. At least it's a nice day out here. Let's see. Norway is fine, especially that we sell a lot of oil to Europe. Especially that Norway sell a lot of oil. All right, well, so now you're on there and I'm on there, and I'm still only on my other phone, and it's still only now it's showing too. All right, now it's still only now it's showing too. Turn this off. Giving feedback. So, yeah, it's getting scary in the world, dude. You know? I don't know. Everybody's turning on Russia. I don't know. It's like they're trying to pick a fight with the Russian. Everybody. Whether they deserve it or not. Just keep poking the bear's going to turn and tear your ass to pieces, you know? It's just... Yeah, that's true. You know, you might be right about that too. I'm in the middle of the woods. I didn't even think about that. That's absolutely probably what the deal is. But I did do a live stream here like a year ago. Actually, right before the car accident, and I had a few people, but there were some dead spots as you walk down the trail, debating whether I want to go real far today. I wanted to, but my knee's been bothering me. I don't know what the hell I did to it. Tore the one. I hope I didn't like tear a meniscus or something in my knee. It's hard to walk. I'll show you where I'm going down. Going down these steps. This is where, like back in the day, Indians were in here, American Indians. I'm actually have a little bit of Lenape Indian in me, and they were right in this area. This is like ancestral ground for me. I mean, it's not very little, but I do have some Indian in me on my father's side. Actually, I got a little on my mom's side too. She had Cree Indian, and he had Lenape Indian. My uncle did a family tree thing, you know. I forget what you call it. Is there bears in there? No, actually, there's a deer up here. But actually, you know what? One time, about 3 or 4 years, maybe longer than that, about 5 years ago, over in that area, way over there, maybe another 5 miles off, there's a place called Kid Shalene's. I used to work there. Right out, and it's in the edge of the city, and it was actually a bear. They came out of the mountains, the bear, and they had to hunt it down. Another time we had cougars go through here. But in here, you might see deer, rabbit, fox, I think maybe some coyote, but nothing much else. Nothing dangerous, I don't think. I've never heard of any. And there's a lot of people roll through this park, so most of the time animals run from people. Here, I'll show you. Someone carved the shit out of that tree. The name's all in it. There's like a creek or something down here and little pond. I was just looking at one of Tammy's videos. Tammy had a video up today. Hey, how you doing? What's up? I ain't seen you for a little while there. A little bit of pure gold. I was just walking through the park. This is a pretty neat area. Let me. Wait a minute.
We'll do it again, and I'll be there. It's an evening thing.
Okay. Here we go. Down here, I think there's a stream. So how you been there? I ain't seen you for a little while. What's it like? Old timers week here? Oh, the old timers are back. I ain't seen hardly anybody on the last couple live streams. Usually Doc shows up. I haven't seen Doc for a little while. He's working a new job. How's the weather out where you're at? A little bit of pure gold. You took an internet break? Yeah. Every now and then it's a good idea. I kind of felt like that. Wait a minute, I think I'm going the wrong way, actually. It's down here. Come down over here, and the creek's over there. My cat's in my car right now, chilling. See all the craziness going on in the world? It's unreal. It's actually kind of scary, because once they pull the cork out of the bottle, ain't nobody getting that genie back in the bottle. It's going to go roll right into nuclear war if they let it. '90s. Damn. As long as it ain't too humid. See, on the East Coast, man, we get a lot of humidity, and it makes it worse, man. Oh, look at that. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can get it wrong. There was a bird flying over there. I wanted to change the thing, but I was already looking at big old, might have been a hawk or something. Try to sneak up. I think it landed over behind that wall. There it is. What the hell? That wingspan on that thing's pretty big. See him? I don't know if you can see him. Yeah, he's circling. He might be going out there. He's up top. There might be a fish or something he saw in that creek. He's up there. Let me try to blow up the screen there. He had a big wingspan. He's over there. Oh, there's another one right in that tree. There's something dead down there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Huge. There he is. He flew right over the creek. Yeah. If I can get close to this. Wait, there must be turkey buzzards. There they are. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get. Hold up. I'm trying to blow up the picture. There they are. So, something's dead over there. Somebody's walking up near. Try to get close to them, they'll fly off probably. Wait a minute. Yeah. Well, that's a good sign. At least they ain't dying off. Wow, look at this. Did you see that? It flew right by the camera. He's up in that tree. Big ass wingspan. They gotta be turkey buzzards. He's up there. See if I can key in on him. I can't see him anymore. Looks like there's two more over here. It's hard to see them through the camera. Here's part of this creek I was telling you about. I'm guessing there was something dead over there that they were eating, the birds. Listen to how peaceful this sounds. I don't know if you guys can hear this. The little waterfall there. There's minnows in there, crayfish. There he is. See that? He's up on that branch. There's another one. Damn, I gotta get pretty close to that thing. They almost don't give a shit that I'm here. That's big ass birds, I'll tell you what. What did Josey Wales say in the movie? Buzzards got eat just like worms. He spit. I don't know if you guys saw that movie. Where? Let me go right up under and see if I can. Can you see that? He's on. Think he's gonna attack me? Damn. Guess I pissed him off. Leave him alone, I guess. Yeah. Man, there comes another one. It's kind of neat. I don't see him all the time until I come down to where the wilderness is. I'm up near the city most of the time. Walk across this thing, hope I don't fall in. This ain't feeling too good. I guess it's steady. Make sure I'm not gonna step on a snake or anything fucking crazy. That waterfall, I don't know if you guys can hear, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think one of these rocks is loose, and I don't remember which one it is. A little bit. I don't feel like falling. Ah, fuck it. If I fall, you guys call 911, okay? Fall about 1.5 foot. There we go. I thought one, oh, that's the one that's loose. There you go. I don't like that. I don't feel like falling. Smack your head and drown in 2 inches of water. Yep. Yeah, just as long as it ain't my death, I'm cool with it. Yeah, shit happens. Oh, man. Sitting on a bench. So, yeah, I haven't been doing as many live streams, and I don't stay on there very long. Like I said, it seems like I'm being suppressed. And you know something? Till I put my other phone on and went in as a viewer on this thing, they weren't even showing me. Eric was in there talking, and for a good 10 minutes, it didn't even show anybody in the live stream. So what happens is there's going to be people watching me, and I end up turning it the fuck off because I don't like talking to ghosts, There's nobody there at all. That's what it looks like, but maybe people are there. And I think they're doing it just recently, more or less. It got real bad. And sometimes it'll show how many people are there. Sometimes people don't want to talk. They got other shit on their mind. Well, check this out. I thought I just saw a deer. Nah, maybe not. Down there, I saw something moving through them weeds over that way. I don't see it anymore. I just thought I saw it. Yeah, YouTube gets kind of tiresome after a while. And I'm actually working 2 jobs, so I'm not getting as much time to do shit. Today I'm off. I'm doing DoorDash, and I'm doing. I work for a deli, but a commissary for a deli. We're in charge of 5 restaurants. We send the food out to them. It's been keeping me pretty busy. Let's see what's over there. People walking their dogs. I literally thought about, I had my cat's in my car. I was going to bring him out. I have a harness for him, but I know it's a bitch and a half to keep a fucking cat in a harness or in like a leash of any kind. So I don't even want to mess with it because he'll slip out of the damn thing, and then I'll get a big problem because down here, if they see you letting the cat run around, they're allowed to be out here, but you can get fined for it, I think. Has to be on a leash. Speaking of cats, didn't you have a couple of cats during the summer that weren't doing too well? Homeschool yet? Yeah, was that from all the storms you guys were getting hit with, the brush, or you just trimming back weeds and shit? Didn't you get hit with a shit ton of like tornadoes and heavy winds? Check something out up here. Thought I saw one of them buzzards fly across the sky there. Yeah, I'll show you one of my favorite parts of this park. It's like a little pine forest. They're not little, they're huge. And it's up over this way. It's real quiet up there for whatever reason. Oh, you lost your cat? Spooky. Yeah, I think I remember you saying that. Just heard something run through there. It's a shame because Spooky's a good name for a Halloween cat. Yeah. Was it black by chance? A black cat? I had an all black cat. Oh, look at this. I think that's raspberry. No, it isn't. My eyesight's way off. No, that's not. I don't know what that is. Huh. From a distance, man, it looked like raspberries, but way too late in the season for them anyway. They're gone by beginning of July. Usually, well, sometimes they go into late July, but most of the time they're gone by now. Raspberry. Yeah. Pinky. That's a good name. Yeah, the all black cat I had, its name was Macy. Pitch black cat. And she's actually a pretty cool cat. Check this tree out. Branch coming swinging way out. Reminds me of one of them trees down. I think it's Jamaica, the banyan trees or something. Branches and roots are all everywhere. Yeah, over there is where I'm talking about. Them giant hemlocks or some kind of pine tree, white pine. That tree's probably old as shit. Look how thick it is. Freaking bumblebee flew by me. It's already October, and that's a good sign. I'm still seeing some bumblebee activity. Usually dying off. There's something growing on that tree. Huh. Probably end up doing a live stream tonight too. Hopefully, let's see if we can get some people on that one. I actually was talking to Tammy yesterday, and I told her so she might come on the live stream. Here's the name of this park. There's a reservoir over that way. Well, over there. This land, I think, was owned by the DuPonts, money people back in the day. DuPonts were actually, in the beginning, right about the time of the Revolutionary War, were making gunpowder for the Continental Army, I think. And DuPonts are from France. French was an ally to us back in the day. Still are. Sort of. They're kind of traitors now. World War II, they weren't very, I ain't gonna say no more. I might have some people from France watching. But back in the day, they were good back in the Revolutionary War, had our back. Something happened during World War II. I guess Hitler happened. He was a maniac over there. I think every European country was afraid of Hitler. Let's see. Look over here. Just sitting in the middle of that, for some reason, it gets real quiet. Just pine trees. It's not very big of an area, but I could fall asleep over it. Pine trees, for some reason, suck up all the sound. It seems like they gotta be up the mountains, and you go through pines, and I don't know why, but really quiet. Yeah, Tammy was actually got stuck raising some kittens. She had 7 kittens to take care of because one of the neighbors swiped the mother cat, and these kittens were like 3 weeks old. She's been feeding them and barely keeping them alive, but they're starting to do better now. These pine trees here, took sap out of a couple of them, and actually you can make candy out of pine sap. You can make glue out of it as well. I'm sitting on a stump here. I don't know what it is, but I swear it just feels peaceful up here to me. Like good vibes or something. Yeah, like I was saying this to Eric before you were on. The Lenape Indians were in this area, and I have Lenape in me on my father's side. I'm wondering if that's why I like coming here. You know, some ancestral feel to it. My mother's side was Cree Indian. There was some Cree Indian up in, I think they were up Canada. Hear blue jays or something. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's the only thing I hear. Noisy ass bird, blue jays. Check this out. There's this. Yep, sorry about that thing. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. Yep. Cities are, in a way, I almost feel demonic. Yeah. There's hawks or those buzzards are circling back over there up top. There's something dead out in the woods in there. That's why they're around here. Guarantee you, they're looking for a meal. Exactly. Yeah, because like I'm sitting here, it's like recharging my batteries. It's like I can't even explain how comfortable it feels. Just being here, and you don't even know it, but your body's under stress when you're just driving through the city and in the city. You don't even realize it. It's little bit. But you come in here, it all leaks right out of you. You know, it's a different vibe. We were meant to live off the land, really. And I'm starting to think technology in the long run it might be leading us down a really bad trail. It seems it's kind of evil in a way because, look at, yeah, you could say there's some good things come out of it, and there are. But every time something good comes out of something they invent, they turn it around and use it for evil. So I guess it's whatever kind of evils in men's hearts that turn that shit and pervert the shit. I thought I just saw another thing over there. Maybe it was a person walking around it. Yeah, it was only a person. Yeah, I believe there's once in a blue moon around this area, not around here, but a little bit further into the woods. There was a sighting of a cougar. That was a few years ago. Like I said, they come out of the mountains because everything's getting, there's no food anymore. The farmland's encroaching on their natural prey, and houses being built everywhere. We're pushing them right off of their turf. Getting rid of your phone and just getting a landline. Yeah. You know what? That's funny you say that. I'm telling you, sometimes it just doesn't. I can't explain. Well, first off, I've been getting neuropathy in my hands, not so much in my feet, and constantly holding the phone, getting little zaps occasionally from it back in the day, which I don't feel anymore. I used to be talking on the phone, especially if I was charging the phone. I could feel the electricity in my hands, not like real strong, but a little bit. Well, I have to wonder if we're being fried little at a time, on a cellular level. No pun intended when I say cellular. I mean, I was talking about cells, but the phone's cellular. But now I'm getting a lot of neuropathy. Now I've gained too much weight. That's part of it. Um, might have maybe get checked for diabetes because that's something that can give you neuropathy. Something to do with your nerves and your. Yeah, I also think I got carpal tunnel, which causes neuropathy as well. I think from work. Yeah, shit. I don't hardly know anybody that's got a landline. Very few people have them anymore. But you know what? Uh, won't be long. They're probably going to do away with cell phones too, and just you want to talk to somebody, you're going to have to get a chip in your hand, and you just or in your brain. You know what I'm saying? They're just keep moving on to the next thing. And there's people, young kids will think it's the greatest thing because that's all they know. But back in the day when people used to talk to people and give a shit about people, that's all gone by the wayside. People don't care anymore. Everything's selfishness in this world, it feels like. Yeah, exactly. Smart meters, cell phone, 5G. We're getting bathed in that Wi Fi, all that shit. It can't be any good. And you know what? I think that's why there's so much, what do you call it, Alzheimer's and shit like that. Some of it might be from all the electronic devices, might be zapping the shit out of our brains, as well as what you're eating and everything else. But I'm telling you, like I'm always talking on the phone or watching YouTube videos. I wonder about it. Yeah, I could sit here probably for freaking 24 hours and just chill, just staring off into the distance. So quiet. Like I said, the only thing I was hearing was blue jays or something over that way, probably raiding some other bird's nest. Can you hear that? I wonder if you guys can hear that. It sounds like blue jays. Here you go. Pine needles over here. That makes a great tea if you're out in the wilderness. Vitamin C, big time. What's it say? I have to. What's that? I have to have internet. And all we have out here, wait a minute, is Starlink. I used, what's that? Use out for the homeschool. But both me and my husband, we wants to get a flipped phone that works, and I want to get a landline. It's probably a good idea. Hey, what's up, Red Dawn? How you doing? I just took a walk out in the woods. Yeah, just chilling, and it's actually peaceful. I keep saying that, but if you could be here, I'm just sitting on a stump, a sawed-off pine tree, and I'll tell you what, winds whispering through the trees, and like I said, the only thing I'm hearing is some blue jays over in that area. And there was some hawks flying over, or I don't know if you can see them over that way. I got some close-up shots on them. Literally was about 12 feet away from them at one point. They were in a branch. They're on a branch. So how you been, Red Dawn? What's that say? San Jose, California mayor that's liberal is turning on Newsom. Good. Yeah, you know what? They're eating. The freaking Democrats are eating their own or whatever, all attacking each other. It's like a bunch of rats trying to get off a sinking ship, and they're just clawing and climbing over each other. They used to be lockstep and not fucking go against party lines or anything, but now it's almost every man for himself because the ship's going down and they know it. In their heart of hearts, they know they're up shit's creek. they're going to still try to keep a brave face to the end and lie to everybody for as long as they can, but they're done. As a political party, Democrats are pretty much done. They can use the desktop to pay bills and business. There you go. What's that? An audit of federal money for homeless was possibly laundered by Democrats. Yeah, I can believe that. Here's the thing that cracks me to hell up. They're trying to get health care for illegal immigrants, and there's homeless people that are living here that fought for our country, and they don't give a shit about them. That seems so fucking wrong. It makes me sick to my stomach. What's it? We need to go after everyone in our government that takes, alpaca money. I agree with that. Yeah, our government is pretty damn corrupt. I think, most of our lives we were aware of it, but I don't think we had any idea until recent times how fucking corrupt, and it's amazingly fucked up. And you know what's even more amazing? That they're still walking free. Why in the fuck isn't somebody? Hey, is that Fred? How you doing, Fred? They're trying to reinstate sex change for sure, and that's fucked up. California's too far gone, I'm afraid, to ever have a Republican governor again. Yeah. I feel like they're going to just hand off California to China, like some secret deal was made, and that somehow, some way, China's already buying all this land up and shit. They're going to get a foothold in here for a major invasion, which probably not very far off. Yeah, that's crazy. They're trying to chop little kids' things off, change their sex or their gender. And the kid ain't even fucking, that hasn't even grown up enough to make a rational decision. And they're just following the crowd at their age anyway, like, whatever seems to be cool at the time or whatever. And then they're going to regret all that later on. Republican, Democrat. Yeah, you're right. Same right wing, left wing, same dirty bird, because corruption's so deep. You're absolutely right on that little bit of pure gold. And I've been trying to keep that in my mind. And, people get pissed because I'll say stuff about Trump. But you know what? Trump has done some good stuff, but there's also things that I'm not liking. He's dealing with Bill Gates, for instance. Bill Gates ought to be in handcuffs, behind bars. Same with Fauci. Why in the hell? Well, so far he hasn't really went and hung out with Fauci, but he was with Bill Gates, and he's looking him, and I believe I heard Robert Kennedy, there was some kind of cancer moonshot vaccine a while ago, some other stuff, and now they're saying, what's it, not aspirin, with Tylenol causes what, cancer or some shit, or I forget what the hell. I don't believe anything. I don't know what the fuck to believe anymore. It's just, what's I say? They're trying to make being illegal great again. Yeah, for illegals, you're right. What's this other thing say? So many people's homes have burned down in the last 10 years in California. No fire insurance. Yep. No goal right now. Or what's that? The goal right now is to divide, the masses by race, wealth, and politics. And they're doing a damn good job, I'll tell you that. This is why I think the poor people, be they white, black, Mexican, Puerto Rican, whatever, we got to put aside our differences and go after the super uber rich. Cut the fucking head of the snake off. You know what I'm saying? The tail isn't biting you. Go for the fucking head. Get all the fucking top elite scumbags that are putting the pain and the suffering on everybody in the world. I mean, let's be real about it. Anything we do as on an individual level really isn't doing shit to anybody else. But when they fucking make a move, hundreds of thousands of people feel it, Trump is a wolf in sheep clothing. That's what I'm getting the feeling of. Look, I was rooting for him. I voted for him, but I don't 100% feel like I can trust him. What's this Chinese camp, California, 30 miles from, what's that? From me, totally burned down. Huh. The food is fake. Yeah, you're right. The water is poison. The money is worthless, and it's illegal to have the same opinion. And you know what? You guys see what's going on in England? They ain't even getting a choice. They're like, oh, by the way, now it's the credit. What is it? Electronic money, digital money. That's a fucking curse on humanity. Because you know what's going to happen is you won't even be able to fucking have a yard sale without the government sticking its nose in your business. You won't be able to put a 10 spot into a fucking birthday card and give it to your nephew without the government wanting a piece of the action. Taxing the shit out of you, knowing everything you're doing. It's bullshit. There's no need for that. It's crazy shit, man. I'll tell you what. 15-minute cities, exactly. After cities burned down in California. Yeah, right. They mysteriously burned down the certain areas that they were planning on putting 15-minute cities in. Now it's cleared, and they didn't have to pay any money to buy the land. They're ready to build on it. And nobody's fucking getting prosecuted. Fucking hunt them motherfuckers down, pitchfork and torches, chase them. Because again, there's the rich. There's the problem. The fucking super rich don't give a shit. They want us gone. It's not, they got us hating on each other. The lower level people over stupid shit. We ought to be pulling together because we're all going to die long before they will. If they have their way. Yes, it's right. That's what I'm saying. They're going to try to get a foothold on the West Coast and then an invasion force. You know what you got going on right now? You got in our country, I've been saying this, you go back 2 years and look at my videos. I was talking about this. They got a fucking Trojan horse going and brought all these people into our country. Now, luckily, Trump got a lot of them out so far, but there's millions still hiding out. Now, some of them are here just because they want a better life or whatever, and some of them are here because they're waiting for a signal or something and they are going to attack. I don't know. The problem is that wait a minute. Oh, okay. I saw something down there. I thought it was a deer, just a person running through there. Yeah, they're waiting. Something's going to happen. So here's what you got. You got like the Trojan horse. It's inside the fort now. I'm thinking it's a gift or whatever. That's what the Democrats are acting like. Look at these. We need these people to come in here to replenish, build our economy up again with foreign, people coming over. Yeah, that's how we did start. But there was controls over it. You don't just let billions of people come through, all unvetted, diseases and everything else, and do nothing about it. So they're in here now, and like I keep saying about the Trojan horse, they're going to be starting all kinds of shit and have been, and right when it gets to fever pitch and we got a civil war brewing on the inside, that's when we get hit from the outside. Russia, China, Iran, Venezuela. And I don't know why he decided to pick a fight now with Venezuela. That's what Hitler did, is he got stretched too thin and went up into the Russian front and during the winter, and that basically cost Germany the war. You can't take on the world. And really, I don't know what the concern was with Venezuela. I mean, they probably have intel we don't know about, but who knows? Basically, it's for oil. That's what it comes down to. What's this? Arsonist. There was an arsonist downtown in my town playing with matches. Happens every Sunday. Yeah. Wait a minute. Palisades. Yep. Friends in the military. They are training and they are getting ready for Ukraine and most of the Middle East, including Gaza. See, yeah, that's the thing. All our troops are going to be over there tied up in these wars. Then I think all of a sudden we're going to get hit from everywhere. Go back up here and see if I missed anything. As I say, I'm not worried about commies. My main concern is the fact that Israel is running my country. Yeah, it's getting a little ridiculous. You know, why in the hell are we worried all the time, every time about, Israel, and not just Israel? Like, why do we have to keep supplying Ukraine with more missiles and weapons to kill more people with? And we can't keep people alive over here because they're going to start starving to death. Homeless people are now criminals. That's another reason why I don't like Trump right now. Because you know what? You can hate on homeless people and whatever, but like I said, a lot of those people fell on hard times and they're veterans and shit, and they will almost want to make being poor illegal. That's fucked up. Again, that comes, you follow the money. It comes right from the rich assholes pushing that agenda. Let's just say, India is buying Russian oil still because it's cheap. India is helping Russia for some reason. Yep. They're going to probably, you know what? I haven't even added India to the mix there, but India has nuclear weapons, by the way. What if they turn on us as well? And then you got Iran, you got Russia, you have China, Venezuela, maybe India, North Korea. I mean, why do we got to be fighting everybody in the world? It's craziness. No water in the hydrants. What was that? Yeah, because that asshole Gavin Newsom was diverting water. Like, didn't the reservoirs and shit were dry? It was pumping water out from the mountains and shit into the sea or something when you guys could have used it for farmlands. Isn't that what I heard? I mean, he's the cause. And then they don't maintain the land too. They leave out here on the East Coast. I know they do this. They cut fire lanes. So if you have a forest fire over that side, it's not going to be down there too quickly because they cut fire lanes, to stop it. And these idiots put brambles and all kinds of sticks and bullshit in there, and it burns up and it just keeps going. You get them straight line winds and they're burned for miles. What's this say? I have personal interest because my son is talking about joining the Air Force. I support him, whatever he chooses, but he shouldn't be sending our sons and daughters for Israel's agenda. Right. Next thing, too, is I don't know. I don't know if I could do that right now, knowing what I know about the world and shit. Flying over somebody and dropping bombs on them, like, because some rich guy wants that land or wants better prices on oil. You know what I mean? It's all fucked up. It's not like it's self-defense anymore. What's in Mel Gibson's house burned down in Malibu, California? What's that? Mel Gibson said there was no water. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the assholes are giving away our water or dumping it into the ocean. That's nothing than a tinderbox. Exactly. You're right. And they know it too. The funny thing is, and it's not really funny, it's ironic or whatever you want to call it, is they wanted a high-speed railway, and somehow, some way, the fires just happened to clear out an area that they were picking for that. So burned like miles of woods and whatever that was there, farmland or whatever, that now they can get pennies on the dollar because it's, nobody can do anything with it. Same with Maui. Look at Maui. Anybody even hearing anything about Maui? Or North Carolina went through that flood and they stopped talking about, the people went through that. You don't hear about how FEMA screwed them anymore. They silenced that. Taxpayers are forced to pay $3.8 billion an aid to Israel so they can buy more war toys. Yeah, yeah. Here's the deal: if you read the Bible, in the Bible, you had 12 tribes. Yeah, but I think there's a missing tribe as well. The tribe, I forget what it is. The point being is, I think there's fake Jews in a sense. There, I don't know what you call them, infiltrators that took over. Because if you read back in the day, I don't know that Israel was warlike early on. They were getting, enslaved and everything else. Maybe that would turn a group of people to be more warlike. But I don't know. They're supposed to be God's chosen, which I believe they are, but some of them are corrupt. There's something going on over there. What's this say? So sick that the Dems blamed Charlie Kirk for his unaliving. The mainstream media is responsible for that. Exactly. They lie chronically. And some people are finally waking up to it. I mean, I've seen Bill Maher is totally saying, fuck this. This is bullshit. He's finally had enough. Because Bill Maher, he might be a bit of a scumbag or an asshole, but when push comes to shove, he has some intelligence, and you realize he's on the losing side. They're going down with a sinking ship. He's trying to get the fuck off of it. The other assholes are jumping up and down, doing their thing. They're going down. What's this? Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan. Yep. Which says that they are Jews and are not. What's that? And are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I, women, will have loved thee. Yeah, that's true. That's in Revelations. There, isn't it? Yep. See, that's what they do. Evil likes to imitate and take stuff over and warp shit and have their agendas that take us down the wrong path constantly. What's this? Oh, the Epstein files? Yeah, they ain't fucking letting us know what happened there. It's ridiculous. I think somebody just texted me. Hang on. Yeah. Spam. I get more fucking spam on my phone. I think I'm going to get a ringtone. Remember Monty Python? Spam. A ringtone. It just sings that Monty Python thing when spam comes through. That was a good show back in the day. I thought, anyway. What's this? Revelation 2:9. I know thy works and tribulations and poverty, but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemy of them, which say that they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So important it was put twice in the Bible. Yeah, it's a good, yeah. Yep. That's a good point. Hey, hit me up with some thumbs up. I'm watching. I got 5 up there. I got 2 thumbs up on my end. Trying to keep this station or this channel alive. Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys know it. They finally let me hit 1,000 subscribers. It took like fucking forever. I'd get a few, and I'd swear that they were just being what do you call that? Unsubscribed. YouTube was doing that to a lot of channels. They started to do it to me. I think they stopped. Shouldn't even talk about it. Might jinx myself. What's it say? Something really fishy about who unalived Charlie Kirk. People think another involved. Yeah, you know what? I was trying to tell you this the other day, Red Dawn, when I was on your live stream. Look, um, there's people that are saying that I don't know if it's Charlie Kirk or someone in his crowd may have been Masonic and who was it? What's the guy? The guy that took the video. I guess it was in a camera or something above where he was shot or something. Anyway, I heard something about that. And also, if you look at something, and it might mean nothing, but it's a weird coincidence at the least, is that um, George Floyd is the exact opposite of Charlie Kirk, right? It's the white and black of the checkerboard Masonic. That's the whole thing. If you go look up Floyd, there was Masonic connections there too. And I honestly thought, and I asked you this the other day, didn't didn't wasn't his birthday like Valentine's Day? I remember having a thing going on then, and now they're saying it's the same day that Charlie Kirk's birthday, October 14th. And now, unless it's one of them, what do you call Mandela effect? I swear to you, I could have swore his birthday was in February. And there's been a lot of shit like that where things are changing, and you go Google it, and you swear up and down that it changed. I can't think of any right now, but and I have to wonder, is the Mandela effect just them gaslighting us, or something happened? Did they open some kind of parallel universe that we're somehow being affected by, with that CERN shit, or the, you know, super hadron collider or whatever the hell it is over there? I wonder if any of that's causing any of that, or do you think it's all just bullshit and gaslighting? What's this? Did you appeal any of your? No, because I don't even know that they're even still around. But I've got on there before. Did you get any back, by the way? I know you were talking about that. I don't even know how to get in and see them because they're gone. That's about 2 years ago. I think. Maybe if I dig around. What's this? Israel got caught on video saying, what's that? That if they don't get control over the next generation, they will lose the cash cow and war machine. Yeah. Yeah. Which is kind of crazy that they use them words. Cash cow. And they're over there looking for a red heifer to sacrifice. You know what I mean? To their god, cash, It's says Dems are mad that the flags were at half mast. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Charlie Kirk and wanted it instead for Floyd. Floyd was basically a scumbag. From everything I heard, he was criminal. I mean, he had a criminal record as long as his arm. And no matter what you say, Charlie Kirk was the fucking exact opposite. And like I say, it's good. It reminds me of the separation of the what's it, the goats and sheep, and that's where we're at now. I think evil's you can see evil more. It's coming out of its hiding spot in society. You can see people. As a matter of fact, I was telling Tammy this other day. I had some strange things happening the other day. Someone pulled a gun. I was in a not this park, another park. First off, dudes scoping, staring at me. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They kept staring and staring, and I was sitting in my car. I said, fuck this. I started staring back and fucking flinching. And the one guy, I think the one dude, basically it was over in this area that was only like a small area of parking lot. And it might have been maybe some drug deal or something was going on over there or some shit. But the one guy kept gritting on me. I'm like, fuck you, buddy. I kept staring back twice as hard. Finally, he rolled out. And then there was a car behind him, about four cars away. And that dude starts doing the same fucking thing. Weird. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I receiving all this hate today? I think the fucking world's fucked up to the point where people are having meltdowns and just getting violent and crazy. It's the end. What's this? I applied 2 of my videos, but haven't heard anything yet. What's that? They already burnt the 5. Yeah, perfect. Did it a few months ago. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. Well, here's the thing. They went and lied about that being a perfect heifer, too. They found like black hairs on it or whatever the hell the thing is. So that was based on a lie. So you're sacrificing a pure animal, but you're lying about, or what's supposed to be, but it's all based on a lie. So you see what I'm saying? I can't even explain what I'm trying to talk about. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. What's this? They have the ashes they claim can heal any ailment and even raise the dead. Well, that's kind of interesting because I just saw several people predict that the dead in Christ will rise. It's coming real soon because that is spoke about at Revelations, the end times. I think it says dead in Christ will rise first. I'm not sure what that exactly is going to translate or mean there because what is it going to be like the Walking Dead or are they just going to go up? I think, what the hell was that? Man, oh man. A huge ass bird or something flew right over. I mean, it made the other ones look really small. He's gone. I don't know where he went. It was crazy. Maybe it was a fucking angel. What's this say? Charlie's unaliving woke so many people up to the salvation. So many baptized first Sunday after 9/10. Yeah, that's cool. You can't be Christian and support the Jewish religion at the same time. What's it say? Kim Clement prophesied. What's that? What happened to Charlie and Erica? Bringing more to the church. Yeah. What's it? And I don't think those people over there are any relation to the 12 tribes. You know what? I think you might be right. Here's the one thing. Israel was formed out of, a lot of it was, the Jews that went over there after World War II. And God only knows who some of them were, because Hitler didn't just go after the Jews. He went after the Hungarian people, the Gypsies in Romania, the Catholics in certain areas, which is crazy because Hitler was a Catholic originally. And Hitler wasn't even German; he was Austrian by birth, I believe. Anyway, what's it say? Israel bloodlines, not a yeah. I can agree with that. Right. It's a bloodline. It's not. Yeah. That's what she was. You were saying earlier is basically what's being represented as Israel. Is not. It's imposters. And you wonder how real Jews feel. Like, you know what I mean? What's to say? Russia has kicked out a lot of the Jews because of the financial crimes. Exactly. Yeah, right now, even my hand's getting that neuropathy thing just holding the phone. It's crazy. Kicked out of 209 countries throughout history. Exactly. They also were enslaved by Pharaoh and many other things. So who knows? But didn't it say in the Bible also that, remember, they first hated me? Or that was talking about Christians, about, if they hate you for being Christian, they hated Jesus first. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think I'm going to get up and start heading back pretty soon. Oh, shit, yeah, better. My cat's sitting in the car. I forgot. All right, so let's head back. I don't know how long I was sitting there. Let's see. This is an hour and 10 minutes. I've been doing a live stream. A golden retriever down there with them. I don't know if you can see it. Used to have a golden retriever. Nice dogs. I'll tell you one thing, just sitting up there, I feel like totally relaxed now. Took all the fucking stress out of me. Always seems to do that when I hang up in that pine forest area. Yeah, yeah. Here's the deal. Right now, everybody's switching over to kind of backing Ukraine up. But you know what? Zelensky's a piece of shit too. If you look at it, everything and making it sound like Russia's starting everything. But I hate to say this, but it seems like we're poking the bear. You know what I mean? I feel like there's some things America's doing that isn't too cool. Being real about it. So Biden told Russia it was okay to run gas to the Nord Stream pipeline. Biden got paid in diamonds. Yeah, Biden's a piece of shit. Actually, here's the ironic thing. I'm literally about a mile and a half right now from Biden's home. Because his home's over that way, Greenville somewhere. I cut across here. Yeah, there you go. Wonder how much battery I got left. Yep. Shit, that's a rarity. I got almost a half of a load of battery there. I usually burn this shit out when I do a live stream. Wonder what kind of flowers these are. Just noticed them. You guys know what that is? Looks familiar. There's a creek bed right there. It's drying up. There you go. So I see minnows and crayfish in here. Something moving over there. Oh, there you go. See that? Crayfish or something. See them in the dirt. Yep. I don't know if you guys can see that. The source of food if you're ever out here stuck. Start catching crayfish and minnows and whatever the hell else you can get out of there. what kind of tree that is, man. Man, what a fucking beautiful day, though. I'll tell you what. It's perfect weather. It's about maybe 70 degrees. A little bit sun. I mean, it's a little bit hot, but not too bad. I think this is boxwood. This shit's a bitch to get rid of. You ever try to like dig it out of your garden, or I mean, off your lawn? The roots are tough as nails. They use it in English knot gardens and stuff for borders and stuff. Trying to remember which way. I think it's through here. Here's those red berries again. It's weird. Can you guys hear that? Must be a bird or something. It sounds like a knocking sound up in the tree. What's it say? That was in Ukraine. It's money laundering scheme for the powers that be. Yep. War. Yep. Doesn't matter who's in office. It's all controlled by the same people way higher up. Yeah, even probably higher than the Rockefellers. There's probably families we don't even know. Yeah, that are trillionaires running everything. Listen to that. Can you hear that? It's got to be some kind of bird up there. Cat's probably weird now. He's like, where the fuck did he go? Well, I think I'm gonna kill the live stream, and if you guys want, you come back later on. I'm gonna do another live stream maybe tonight. Have a good one. See ya.